Hey, what is up guys? So I have a very interesting FTK to show you guys today, and it is actually kind of a deck that you can actually kind of just play without actually getting off an FTK or an OTK. It actually has a pretty decent matchup against a lot of stuff, just simply because it's dragons. I'm going to mention that because I know some players are not a fan of seeing dragons, but this is actually a different way to play them, and I think that depending on how hard dragons get hit, this still might actually be a viable variant of dragons. But anyways, I'm going to first off mention that it does require you to play number 42 Starship Tomahawk. Now this card is not out in the TCG yet, so this combo might not even be relevant because dragons might get a huge hit on the January ban list. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll briefly explain what is going on as we go along. So basically all you need to do to actually pull up the FTK, you do need limit removal, but to inflict 4,000 damage to your opponent, all you need is Catapult Turtle in your hand, and it's because all you really need to do, other than have Catapult Turtle in your hand to inflict 4,000 damage, is to be able to make number 42 Starship Tomahawk. And it's just a generic rank 7 that has a really insane effect. So you can detach 2 materials from this card to special summon as many Battle Eagle tokens as possible, and they each have 2,000 attack. Now they are destroyed during the end of this turn, and your opponent takes no battle damage for the rest of this turn. But that's irrelevant because Catapult Turtle will be doing the damage for us. So he's going to go ahead and detach 2 material, and then he's going to special summon 4 tokens, each with 2,000 attack. That's an insane effect. But now he's going to activate limiter removal, and they'll each have 4,000 attack now. Now, what he's going to do is he actually tributed number 42 over here to normal summon, because Catapult Turtle is actually a level 5 monster. Now this card was actually seeing some play at one point against Final Countdown, because that deck would use things like Scarecrow, Battle Fader, and Waboku, Threatening Roar, so you could never attack, so you would end up tributing your monsters to actually burn your opponent for game. Now this is a pretty insane effect, so there's no limits on how many times you can use Catapult Turtle, very similar to different variants of the Dark Strike Fighter OTK, if any of you guys have gotten OTK'd, or even FTK'd against Dark Strike Fighter. But the thing is, Catapult Turtle, there's really no restrictions, you can distribute as many as you want, so he's going to be tributing each one of these, and each time he tributes, he inflicts half of its attack. And that's not original attack, it's just half of its attack, so that's why limiter removal does work with it. So he's going to inflict 2,000 points of damage for each one that he tributes with Catapult Turtle's effect. So let's go ahead and just let that happen. And you can see that it's pretty easy to inflict 4,000 damage, but to FTK them, like I said, you do need limiter removal, so it's a little bit conditional. But to be able to inflict 4,000 damage just straight off to your opponent, and I'm pretty sure you can also tribute Catapult Turtle. I mean, it's only 500 more damage, but that can be the difference between winning and losing a game, because it doesn't say tribute one other monster. So I'm pretty sure you can tribute himself as well. But the way I look at it is, I mean, if you attack with any 2 dragons and then, just, go for Catapult Turtle and get off that combo, which is a pretty consistent combo. Like I said, all you need to be able to do is summon 2 level 7 dragons. Well, it doesn't have to be dragons, but I figured dragons are the deck that can probably pull it off most consistently. But all you need to do is just get out 2 cards, XYZ, and then tribute for Catapult Turtle, and bam, that's 4,000 damage. So depending on how hard dragons get hit, guys, this actually kind of looks viable, because at the end of the day, it's still a dragon deck that can still not only FTK, but it can also just kind of play with its, OP cards that, it does have. So I think this might be viable, but like I said, guys, this card is not out in the TCG, and by the time this card comes out, maybe the dragons will all be banned, maybe they'll all get limited to where the deck doesn't really function as, well as it does right now. But figured it was kind of an interesting FTK, and it might be good, depending on how hard dragons get hit next month. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes, out.